So is everybody finished?
I am, but I don't really understand the point of this.
Well, you see, Olivia, right now we live in a very dependable environment. And back then, they were hunter-gatherers. And they did not have that kind of environment that we have today. They were constantly moving around with animal migrations to get good food and a good climate.
Come on, Daniel, wake up.
Alright, well that's it for today. Next class we'll be learning about the Mesopotamians.
Bye, Mr. Thomas.
Bye, Mr. Thomas.
Have a nice day. Those are good kids.
Whoa, that was boring.
Well, actually, I found it a little interesting.
How could you possibly find that interesting?
Well, don't you find it the least bit amazing that people will run past hunter-gatherers and they have become what they are today?
No, not really.
Well, if only we could go back in time to see how it was. I feel like Mr. Thomas just told us a little bit of information. There's so much more to learn.
Whoa, look, a time machine.
Hey, Rufus!
Go! Ah! Wow, where are we?
Look, over there.
Who are you?
We're from 2008, and apparently you're from the old Stone Age.
What are you doing?
Well, we're gathering food for our family because since I'm the mother of the family, I have to gather food and watch after my child.
How many children do you have?
Well, since we're always moving around and traveling, I only have time to carry one.
Whoa, that's different. I'm one of 4.
Where is your husband?
He's out with the rest of the men hunting bison. He'll be back soon.
Hey, honey, look what I brought home.
Yay, it looks like we'll have enough food for when this food supply is scarce and the hunting's no good.
Yes, and baby Lily needs some new clothes. She's getting bigger and bigger every day. We can use the extra skin to make clothes and shoes.
How do you guys preserve the meat?
We preserve the meat by either drying it out or soaking it, and then we get it ready for storage.
Yes, but we must go. The bison are leaving, and there's the only herd we've found in weeks.
Let's go.
Can you warn the neighbors?
No, they will follow. See, we travel in small groups, so the word will get by quick. They only need a few minutes to get their stuff. See, we only travel with as much as we can carry and fits in our backpack. You know, the essentials.
Wow, I can't imagine just packing up and leaving like that. I would forget everything.
Well, it's not that bad. See, we're all family, so we all look out for each other and make sure we get everything and gather it so we have our stuff when we travel. Well, this looks like a good spot. Let's settle here.
Well, it looks like we lost some tools along the way. Would you mind making some new ones?
Yes, I'll get right to that.
After we skin the animal, we use its skin for clothing, and the meat we use for food, and we even use the bones for tools. Nothing goes to waste.
Well, thank you for all the information. It looks like we'll be going now.
Yeah, thanks guys. Now my AP Will class will be more interesting.
Let's go. That was fun, but now it looks like we should get back to 2008.
Yeah.
Let's go. This doesn't look like 2008 to me.
It looks like we jumped about 10,000 years.
It looks like we're in a village. Let's go find some locals.
Hi there, how are you?
I'm good, just on my way home from a long day at work.
What's in your bag?
A piece of pottery I finished up today. Would you like to see?
Yes, please.
That's cool, you're a potter. So what's your husband do?
He's a wealthy landowner. Ever since we've developed new techniques of farming like slash and burn and have made new inventions, the population has grown because there's been a surplus of food. That allows us to hire more workers to maintain the fields.
How do you pay for all those people to work?
Well, why don't you guys come to dinner with me and you can ask my husband himself.
Okay.
Come on in.
Thank you. Thank you for this lovely meal. It's delicious.
You're welcome. These fruits and vegetables we just got from our harvest yesterday. And the meat we slaughtered from our domesticated pig.
That's why it's so tender.
Do you all have any children?
Well, see, we have 4, but now we only have 3. Our youngest one is sleeping, and the other two are at the pottery barn, still making pots to send to the market next week.
Oh, do you mind me asking why you say you had 4?
Well, our eldest son died of malaria. At one point, the whole town knew at least one person had died from this disease. It has been spreading town to town through all the animals.
I'm so sorry, that must have been terrible.
Yes, it was. Now we're trying to develop new ways and medicines to help prevent the spread of the disease and to help us not even contract it anymore.
Like what diseases?
Like malaria and influenza and some other ones that are traveling through the towns.
Oh, I see. And how are you doing that?
A group of villagers that specialize in medicine are using the domesticated plants to create herbs and new treatments.
That's unfortunate that so many families had to go through that. I hope you never have to experience it again.
Agreed. But I don't mean to be rude, but I gotta go into town.
Did I meet right down the road?
Oh, sure. I gotta meet with some politicians, and I gotta make some new rules for next year. See you.
Bye.
Well, we'll get going and let you get back to what you're doing. I'm sure that your children will be home soon.
They will. We'll have to prepare them for bed.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you for having us.
Anytime, you're always welcome here.
Bye.
Bye.
I'm really glad that we got to do that. I'm not too sure too many people can say that they've been back in time to the new and old Stone Ages.
Agreed. We've learned so much. Let's recap.
The key things that changed during the Neolithic Revolution were the hunter-gatherer way of life, a growth of population, job specialization, which led to a separation of social class, increase in trade, spread of disease, and development of government.
But don't forget the most important thing. This whole thing started around the domestication of plants and animals.
You're right. How could I forget? I can't wait to go back and tell Mr. Thomas all the things that we learned. Boy, would he think we were crazy if we told him that we went back in a time machine.
Agreed, but let's not tell him about that.
Okay. Woo!